The Spurs right now are an absolute shambles. This team needs help from the bottom up. I'm gonna go from like ridiculous thing. I have all these notes for today. I'm discussing anything from about Christian Romero saying a comment on Instagram, which I thought was great, finally talking out against the higher ups and calling out the players, the higher up, calling out pretty much everyone. But we're going to start out with Thomas Frank having a paper cup that has an Arsenal logo on it. And one of the questions he gets after the game is not about how and why they played bad. He asked, "Why did you have the Arsenal water cup?" And he said, stating, one, why were you asking me about that? I think we have bigger things at stake right now. And two, if he knew, he wouldn't have used the Arsenal paper cup. All right, people. Stupid reporter question. No one needs to know. It was a funny incident. I guarantee you he wouldn't have used it if he knew. Whatever. Next topic. Players are on the team that should only be playing if emergency is needed, like an injury, like Kudus goes down. Tell earned his spot. He's playing very well. I hope to see him continue to play and progress. He's been playing very well since Kudus got injured, and I'm happy to see him play. Don't want Kudus to be injured, but it is what it is. But one of the guys that I do say that needs to only be playing an emergency case is Ben Davies. And if we do sign the guy from Santos, what's his freaking name? The left back from Santos. If we do sign that 19-year-old kid, I don't think he's going to start. You know, we have Scarlett sitting on the bench. We have all these young guys sitting on the bench. I do believe that Pedro Porro eventually needs to sit. Seems to play has been declining, as well as him yelling at his own teammates on the field. I don't need to see that. The fans don't need to see that, and the coaching staff doesn't need to see that. Yes, you're a seasoned vet. You've played for the Spurs for a while. You won a cup with them. You don't get to yell at your players on field or yell at your goalie right away as soon as he makes an error. You don't get to do that. You kind of do because you have that veteran experience, but not during a game. In the locker room where no one else can see it besides your team. The higher-ups were called out by Christian Romero, and I'll throw the graphic up, probably the whole video, I'll throw that up, just so you guys can read it throughout, because it's rather long. He said, apologies to all the fans. I'm reading it on the screen, but you'll see it right over here. Apologies to all the fans of you who follow us everywhere, who are always there and will continue to be. We are responsible. There's no doubt in that. I am the first, but we will keep facing up to it and trying to turn the situation around for ourselves and for the club. At times like this, it should be the people coming out to speak, and they don't. As has been happening for several years now. Clearly, this isn't written in English, or it was translated. It says edited 23 hours ago, so it might have been written from a different language to this. They only show up when things are going well. We'll stay here, working, sticking together, and giving our all to turn things around, especially at times like this. Keeping quiet, working harder, and moving forward all together is a part of football. All together, it will be easier. At Spurs official. I appreciate this from the Argentine defenseman Christian Romero Cuti. I appreciate him for coming out and calling out the higher ups and calling out some of the fans that yelling. Again, this could be directed at a few people. It's mainly directed at the higher ups, in my opinion, and I do believe this was a good thing. Thomas Frank did support it, but he called it a mistake. All of his comments leading up to that last word were supportive until he said mistake. So I don't know. There could be some toxicity going between the two of them. I think it's fine. Personally, his relationship with Thomas Frank. And, I think Romero with the fans' relationship is fine, other than we want, of course, to be winning these games. It's not a mistake. I think Thomas Frank also misspoke there. Again, you get interviewed once, you say the wrong word, it's all public, all in the newspaper about how you said something wrong. But Christian Romero was right in calling the higher-ups out. Changes need to be made. Players need to be brought in who are going to play well, and major, just tactics as a whole need to change with the Spurs. This is kind of the most heated I'm going to get during a video because I want to try to remain as cool, calm, and collected as possible. Frank's tactics might work with another team. And I think with better players on this team And if they had a little bit more time to buy in amidst all the other things going on, like the higher ups and, not spending and getting transfers in, I do believe that this system is going to work, but he needs to be given time. At a certain point, you could throw out all these tactics. The players need to go out there and execute the damn tactics. It's just the way it is across all sports. You could have the best coach in the world in American football, or the best coach in hockey, or the best coach in baseball. You have to execute the play that's given to you. You have to go out there and do your job that you're paid to do. It's not a coaching issue at this point. It's a higher up issue, and it's a player buying in issue. To a certain point, it is Thomas Frank's fault because he has to breed the good culture. But I think if you just keep on cycling through coach, it's not going to be a good time for your organization, and I don't want to fall into relegation. I'm a fairly new fan. I would like to see my team remain in the Premier League. I don't want to be that guy. But no matter what, I'm ride or die Spurs fan from here on out for the rest of my life. From the top down, we need buy-in. From the top down, I'm talking from the owners to the front office to the manager to the players to the medical staff to even the ball boys. We need to all buy into that, the Coys mentality, that come on you Spurs mentality, that continuous fight on the pitch. We need to buy into that, and it needs to happen today because we have the FA Cup Saturday versus Aston Villa. We're probably not going to win the game, but whatever. It's the FA Cup. I would love to win the FA Cup, but who knows? A lot of other teams are playing. I saw another team's playing Wrexham, but whatever. That's cool. Shout out Wrexham. But moving forward, we don't have a Premier League game until next week, so we need to maybe hopefully, we beat Villa on Saturday, use that as a major stepping stone, or we just at least play well enough that we use that as a stepping stone into the next weekend. From the players' perspectives, or the fans who are in attendance, they travel all across the UK to watch the Spurs go out and play. That kind of rhymed a little bit. But they pay for home tickets, they pay for away tickets, they're buying all the food, the trucking, the planes, the bus rides, whatever. They're traveling with you guys to go watch you guys succeed. And when you don't want to succeed, I understand it's like you can't always succeed. But if the away fans that follow you there are going to yell at you, you have to kind of sit there and take it. If you're getting paid $200K a week and you're putting out the same performance every single week, or you had a bad game, you just kind of have to sit there and take it. You're getting paid $200K a week, euros, a lot of money, or pounds. Sorry, I'm American and I work in too many different currencies at my current job. So if you're working and making $200K a week under different, under playing at the grand scheme of things, a kid's game, you need to accept that from your fans and play better. And if you play on another team, like you want to go to, let's just say Real Madrid. I'm sure you guys can in the comment section guess who I'm talking about. You want to go play for Real Madrid, they're gonna get rid of you after the first game if you're gonna yell at the fans like that, or you're gonna play like that. The fan base isn't gonna take it, and the coaches aren't gonna take it. You'll just sit on the bench and you can go enjoy your few hundred, your 300 to 400K a week, whatever. After this loss to Bournemouth, they lost 11 games in a row, Bournemouth, whatever, or winless in 11 games. Spurs fans need to inject a little bit of positivity into the team. A lot of negativity around the team right now. I'm trying to be as positive as possible with this team. The loss does have me on tilt, as Vin and I like to say. I'm on tilt most of the time. But come on, you Spurs. We hopefully win on Saturday. If not, we go grab a win versus Burnley and we move on with our week. I'm pretty sure we also have, I'm just going to pull it up right now. I'm pretty sure we also have this month, we have Villa on, fixtures, I'm clicking on ESPN right now. We have West Ham on Saturday. No, this Sunday the 10th, this Saturday we have the 10th. We have Aston Villa in the FA Cup. We have West Ham on Saturday the 17th. We have Dortmund on the 20th. We have Burnley on the 24th. And we have Frankfurt on the 28th. We should beat West Ham. We should beat Burnley. We should beat Frankfurt. Don't know what's going to happen in the Villa game. To be quite honest, I really need to focus on getting points in the Premier League right now. And Dortmund is going to be a barn burner. Hopefully not at home. But guys, let me know what you think about this content down below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys the next one. Come on, you Spurs.